Let's keep waiting for everyone to join. Right now, the AMA is being recorded. Again, welcome to another AMA. This is the second one of the day. We had about 80 people before. So yeah, let's just wait for everyone to be joining. When is the actual launch, Bash? When is it happening?
Monday, this next Monday. So 2 days. I'll have pieces today, but we have wasn't an issue.
I
It
can't
was
hear you
just
well. I can't hear you well, bro. Your connection seems to be pretty slow. I don't know why, bro.
give me
It's
one.
very laggy. Yeah, I can't hear you, bro. Very, very laggy on your side.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna fix it.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. We can give you time. In the meantime, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here again. Another AMA, another great time for us to get to know about another amazing project. And again, let's just try to enjoy as much as possible.
Am I lagging too much right now, or is it better?
Now it's perfect. Honestly, the voice sounds so good, Bash. It's just like I think when you turn on the video, we start, losing you. I'm not sure why, but now it's really good. Like we can hear you very well, fortunately. So I'm not sure whether it's just your camera.
Perfect. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries, bro. No worries. Take your time. People are joining anyway, so take your time.
Oh shit! I had to make muted. So I was like on the. It's a house of 3 floors, so the Wi-Fi wasn't getting into the first floor. Sorry.
It is a lot better now. That's great, bro. Big house for you. Why such a big house? Get a smaller one.
it's my it's my girlfriend's house.
Got
Um,
it. Got it. You got a rich girlfriend over there.
sort of, sort of.
Great, bro. Well, just very happy seeing you, guys. Bash is a very special guest for me. I have a very, very good relationship with him too. We had been in chats, since the very beginning of Panda Multiverse to do some marketing. Then I kind of let them go and do their own thing, and they're doing amazing. Honestly, Panda Multiverse is doing very well. The private sale was amazing, Bash, right? How many NFTs did you guys sell in the private sale? Can't hear you, bro.
Sorry, it was a private sale for the token, not for the NFTs.
Oh,
We gather about 30 BNBs on the private sale. That helped us to do a little bit of marketing push for the NFTs. Then we launched the first batch of our NFTs, and
mhm.
we launched 250 NFTs, and they sold out like in 3 days. So it was pretty good. I mean, for a new project, for a new face on this crypto world, to be able to make this grow so fast, I think it was really good, man.
Yeah, I told you from the beginning, Bash. Your project, like for me, it looked so sharp. It looked so good, and I feel so sorry that I didn't have enough time to help you guys with it as much as I wished to have helped you. But again, I knew you guys were going to do well anyways. I knew the project was going to stand by itself. Like you didn't need any Benson in it for it to go well. Don't worry about it. I'm happy you guys sold everything. What was the price of the NFTs in the private sale?
So the price of the NFTs, the minting price was 0.35 BNBs. So that was about $160. After we sold out, the floor price went up to 2 BNBs. So right now you can go to Ludex and you can find the first batch at a price of 2 BNBs for the original ones, 5 BNBs for the rare ones, for the
Wow.
super rare ones about 10 BNBs, and the
Holy.
legendary the legendaries go from 50 BNBs to fucking 200.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Mental. Congratulations, brother. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for your team. You guys are so loyal. You guys are so transparent from the very beginning. Honestly, I don't get to see a lot of people like you around. So I'm loving what I'm seeing, to be honest. And I have to say, I'm very biased on this one because I really like Bash as a person. So I'm going to be talking very well about this project, guys. I'm not going to say anything bad. But again, you do your own research as always. Okay, you all have to do your own research. But this is a huge project ahead. I can tell you guys, this is the next, and really better looking and improved version of CryptoPunks and stuff like that. Definitely an NFT collection that can get to prices that you can't even imagine in the future. So Bash, tell us a little about yourself. People want to know about you. Now we have 74 people in. I'm sure they want to know about you. They want to know about who you are, and so introduce yourself first. Thank you, mate.
Yeah, man. So my name is Bash. Uh, um, I'm Mexican. I'm 24 years old, and I went to college and I study audio production. So I'm a musician. I'm a songwriter, and I'm a producer. That was what I used to do for a living before I got into crypto. Um, the way I got into crypto is pretty funny. It's a pretty funny story. I was super bored at my room one day, and I was just watching TikTok videos, right? And then I started seeing like TikTok, I mean crypto videos related. And I was like, what the fuck's that? And I just got like a little bit hooked over there, right? And I started like investing like a couple of bucks over here, a couple of bucks over there. Uh, and then I got to the point where I had like $1,000 to invest in one project, right? And I did. I put all my money into it. $1,000 is it's not that much, but for me back then it was like a lot of money, man. And I put that money in because I thought that it was a solid project, and they rocked us. Um,
Holy.
so that was like mm, it turned on like a switch on my head. um, I had met so much amazing people here on the Binance Smart Chain community, man. They're so solid and so legit. Like I have made really good friends, just like you, man. I appreciate you. I had met so many good people, and that scam got me thinking like, man, this community deserves something better. We can do something better for the community. It's going to waste all the love that Binance Smart Chain has to give, right? So we wanted to make a good legit project with really good quality on the art, and combining the best aspects of Binance Smart Chain and of the crypto world. It's sick art with the NFTs, and have a token that has like real utility. So that's why I started crypto, and that's why I started this project, man. Because I
Love.
think we can give something for the community.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, as well as a very good looking project. The idea is just, I think it's just genius. I love the idea. As well as I love pandas. Having lived in China for a long time of my life, I used to live in China since I was a teenager. From I went there with 15, and then I got back to Europe when I was 20, almost 21. So long time for me in China. I love pandas. As soon as I saw, Panda Multiverse, having so many different designs, having so many different special designs around pandas, which are lovely animals, and also endangered animals and endangered species around the world, just gave me a sparkle. And then seeing the team behind it and seeing the power that the whole quality of work that the project has behind, I really felt, wow, like as I said, I wish I had more time to help you guys in the past, because again, I did feel that, well, and I still feel, at present, that this can be really a next worldwide trending project for the Binance Smart Chain. Not even lying, your project is looking so sharp, like so sharp.
Thank you, man. I
Um,
appreciate it.
I was just going to ask you, Bash, a little about your project. If you could please, now that we know more about you and about your background in crypto, and so if you could please just introduce your project to everyone, like tell everybody what is Panda Multiverse, and what's the meaning of Panda Multiverse, and what are the goals you guys have?
Yeah, man, for sure. So, Panda Multiverse, like I told you guys, um, it's built to combine the best aspects of Binance Smart Chain and of crypto world. So, um, we know that BSC is all about tokens, right? And crypto world right now, it's getting super hyped on NFTs, like the NFT marketplace. So we wanted to combine those two things, and we thought that the best option to do that was through a token that gives reflections rewards to the holders of the NFTs, right? So that's what we did, but we didn't want to stop there, right? Like if you buy one Panda, when our token launches, you're gonna get rewards, reflections. That's like the first phase of our project. It's easy to understand, like over there, right? Just if you hold one Panda, you're gonna get reflections, and they're gonna go automatic to your wallet. Um, but how do you maintain that? How can I put it? We only have 250 NFTs right now, so it's a super low supply. Today we're gonna launch another batch of 250. So only 500 people are gonna be able to have pandas, right? How do you maintain a token that only gives reflections to 500 people? Like if you don't own a panda, you won't get reflections. So how does that work? We are developing a video game which you need to have tokens to play it. It's a one shooter video game, well, one person panda shooter video game. You're gonna fight against zombies, and each level you go through, it's gonna give you a small part of a legendary NFT. So if you go to the level 1, you get like one small part of the NFT. If you go to level 2, we're gonna give you another part, another part. So to be able to play this game, you will need to have tokens. You will need to hold a certain amount of tokens. And like I told you guys, legendary NFTs are no joke with us. It's the low supply of legendary NFTs, and right now, if you go to Ludex, you're gonna find them listed at least for 50 BNBs. So it's something like you want to have this, right? It could give you a lot of money. Um, and it's not easy to go through levels. Like our video game is gonna be, you will need to have some skills to go through it. So that's another part of our project. So we have the NFTs that if you hold one, it's gonna give you reflections of a token. We have the video game that if you go through the levels, you earn certain parts of the NFT. And besides that, we are launching our third NFT batch on Solana, and we are building a bridge between Binance Smart Chain and Solana. This is for the next reason. So if the floor price on Binance Smart Chain is not that high, and you're not getting enough reflections, because everybody knows that NFTs are really new on Binance Smart Chain. Um, People is not well educated about NFT marketplace, uh, not that much here on Binance Smart Chain. But at Solana, the marketplace is insane. Like it's insane, man. There's so many projects that go to the moon because that's the thing of Solana. Like the NFT marketplace is super hype right now. So if you're not getting enough reflections with your NFT and with our token, and the floor price is not that high on Binance Smart Chain, you can just migrate your NFT to Solana and keep making money out of it. So that's three things that we have right now for the utility of our project. It's a token, it's an NFT, sick NFTs that we have, a video game, and a migration app so you can switch between chains. The project is called Panda Multiverse, and we don't want it just to be the name. It's Panda Multiverse, but it's a Panda multi-chain project. You know what I mean? And man, the sky is the limit. We can do Cardano next. We can do Ethereum next. We can make a lot of things, man, with this migration stuff.
Completely right. I think the variables and the options that you guys have are just, as you said, unlimited. You can do so many things once you get a marketplace and uh, a movement itself. Because I do see Panda Multiverse as a movement for the present and for the future. Cross-chain projects I've always loved, projects that dive into different chains and work alongside with different chains without any worries. That shows knowledge, and that shows really, 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 really what I like to say, professionalism. Once you are in the DeFi world, if you don't dive into all chains and into chains that are doing well in certain things like Solana for NFTs, I do consider the people that don't dive into new things, you know, mm, let's say people that just don't want to improve, people that just want to stay still. So I do love the fact that you guys are looking forward to keep growing on a daily. I wanted to ask you guys, how did the idea of the panda come along? Like, just so people know, how did you get the idea of the panda as as an NFT kind of image?
Yeah, well, we have two artists, and they're Mexican. I love them. They're my friends from my entire life. Um, and I was thinking about what we could do. And I've always been a fan of Asian culture, right? Like I have like koi fish in my arm and like Japanese letters and all this stuff. So I've been always a fan of Japanese culture. And it's not a secret that Asians love pandas and Asians ape into a lot of projects that have to do with animals, man. So we wanted to be smart with the animal that we choose to make the NFTs with, and I think we nailed it. I actually think we nailed it because it's a bullish market, man.
You definitely did nail it. People are loving the panda. As we said, selling 250 pandas already is not a joke. I mean, it is a very, very good move, and something not easy to achieve. So you guys have been very, 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 very good and very well off with that panda image. People are loving it. I'm sure a lot of our investors will love it too. I wanted to ask you, Bash, do you have any video of like the pandas that you guys have, the pandas that have been sold, or any pictures?
I can give you guys a sneak peek of the second batch if you want.
That'd be amazing. Can you send it to me in private so I can share it with the group?
Yeah, for sure.
That'd
Okay,
be.
I'm gonna turn off my camera a little bit. Give me one
Don't
second.
worry, bro. Yeah. So Bash is
Oh,
going to give you a little sneak peek of the next Panda collection. I'm loving Panda Multiverse, guys. Like, honestly, lovely project. You can see the dev himself. He's so transparent. Lovely, honestly. We have a lot of things to talk about today. So this is just the beginning. I'm excited to see the new collection.
yeah, man. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure
Yeah,
this out.
take your time. No worries. No worries. I just want our holders to see, the good stuff that you guys are coming up with. Such a creative team, such a such a creative team ahead, and honestly, really, really good. So things that we've talked about so far, guys. Panda Multiverse already sold 250 NFTs of different pandas. Some of them are selling now for over 50 BNB either for the legendary. for the legendary pandas is crazy. The added value that these pandas are getting, and again, launching in no time. Lovely token. We're going to talk more about it later. As well as, one thing that I like about Panda Multiverse is that they are cross-chaining. They're linking a little bit of the good stuff of Solana with the Binance Smart Chain. Beautiful things to hear.
I'm
Let's
gonna
wait.
send it to you now. Let's
Yeah,
go.
sweet bro. Just send it to me in private, and I'll share it with the group.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, that's one. Um, it's another one.
Mm. Those look insane.
They are right. Pretty dope. Love
Love
them.
it. Love it. He's like, it is simple, but at the same time, it's good. So, like, it's just great. It's just like the perfect combo, in my opinion. Also, the pandas phase that you guys got to make is just so good. It just matches with everything. Everything you
Yeah.
give to it, it looks good.
Yeah, check that out. You can post those four ones. That I think those are my favorite ones of the second batch. Batch.
Definitely, definitely, definitely done so. Those are the exclusive ones that are coming in the second batch, in the second round of NFTs for a Panda Multiverse. So if you don't mind, Bash, let's talk a little about your team and how you guys got together, and the team behind Panda Multiverse. Tell us a little about that too, if you don't mind it.
Yeah, man. So the coder team, the developer team, the ones that are like writing the contract, they're really good friends of mine. I know them like personally, so it's not someone I just like hired to make the contract, because that's dangerous. So I know them personally, and I hang out with them and stuff. The artist team, I I know them like for my entire life, and I always knew that these guys were like super talented, but they didn't know anything about crypto. They don't know anything about crypto. So I'm trying to get them into this world by doing the NFTs, man. They still don't get what they what they are doing like 100%, but they trust me, and I'm telling them that we're gonna moon these. So yeah, they're really good friends of mine. It's a really small team, but it's a solid team, and yeah, man, we all know each other pretty well. There's nothing sketchy going on, and I mean, since day one, man. Like I'm super transparent with everything, and I'm gonna keep it that way. The main reason why I did this project was because I was tired of fucking rocks, man. Uh, so yeah,
Yeah,
that's the deal, man, with my team. We're just a solid
that's
team.
it. That's it. That's it. Lovely. That sounds great, Bash. To be honest, I mean, I know you guys well. I am in the administrator team too. I'm not part of the project actively, guys, right now. I'm not part of the project actively, not because of them, just because of me. I'm just too busy. And it's a pity, as I said before, because I would have loved to have enough time to help these guys out. They are amazing themselves. They don't need me right now. So,
You know,
um,
whenever you have time, the door is gonna be open for you, buddy. You know
sure.
that.
No worries about that. I know that. I know that. So these guys are doing so well. Super transparent team. I know them all personally. I love the way they are. To be honest, super humble. You can see Bash is a super humble man, and also very professional. Everything they do, they take care of it, with the very, very, very main detail, and to the last extent, to the maximum extent, which means that, the only way now is just up for Panda Multiverse. Now, let's talk a little about the tokenomics. Let's talk a little about how you manage to organize your tokenomics, and the percentages and so on. Let's just talk about that, Bash.
Sorry. Yeah, let me send you the tokenomics because we have a banner for that. So if you can share that on the chat, that would be useless. I mean, useful. One
I'll
second.
definitely do so, Bash.
So one thing that I want to mention is that as we sold out the NFTs, the first batch, and we're launching the second one in a few hours, we have enough money for marketing and for good marketing. We already paid for the London crypto. He's gonna tweet about us, a few tweets. We are thinking about getting on Crypto Messiah, and we have the plug and we have the money to do it. We are not afraid to spend on marketing. We already paid like 6 or 5 AMAs on different
Mhm.
big uh, platforms,
Correct.
big
Correct.
communities. So my team isn't afraid to spend on marketing, and we're gonna keep it doing like forever, man. I just sent you the tokenomics of the
Got
super.
it. Got it. I'm forwarding it so that everyone can see it, guys. Very simple tokenomics, anyways. Love it. Love it. Love what you're saying, Bash. I would honestly recommend you as a marketing manager not to waste too many resources on hype influencers. I don't want to say names,
Yeah,
but don't waste too much money on hype influencers and spend more money on, a more personal touch with investors. Things like the ones you're doing. The 5 or 6 AMAs you already had have definitely had a good impact in Panda Multiverse, and will keep having a very, very good impact. So best advice I can give you: don't go too much for those hype influencers that sometimes don't even work, and work with influencers and with people that will stick to the project and support the
we'll have
project.
we'll have more engagement, like true engagement, than not just the pump and dump, right?
Correct, correct,
Yeah, man.
exactly. So you do you. You can always talk to me in private. I'll tell you which ones I've tried, which ones I haven't, just so that you don't fall into the same
Yeah,
the same
man.
things. Lovely. So tokenomics are very simple. If you can explain them, Bash, to everyone, and why you chose those numbers, why you chose that 3% liquidity, 3% marketing, 2% NFTs, and 2% Panda charity. I want to know. I want to get into the charity too, so that we can talk about it. Tell us a little about that, Bash.
Yeah, man. So we have 3% liquidity, 3% marketing, and we have the 2% for the NFT holders. But I'm actually gonna announce this. We decided to change that 2% to a 4%. So the holders of the NFTs are gonna receive 4% instead of just 2%. Um, so you guys can imagine we only have a total supply of NFTs of 500 NFTs right now. I mean 200 for the first batch, and we're launching the second batch today in a few hours. Like 1 hour after this AMA, it's done. It's a really small supply, man. And a 4%, it doesn't seem like that much, but with that low supply, it's a lot of money. You're gonna get your money back instantly when the token launches. Um, about the Panda charity, um, we are letting the community to decide which Panda charity they wanna help to. We had been investigating a few ones to see if they're legit. They're a big one that we are like waiting for answers, but it's really difficult to get a hold of them. But one thing that I do want to mention is that the wallet of the charity, obviously it's going to be public. You're going to be able to get into the wallet and see how much do we have over there, and see where the money is going to go to. There's nothing sketchy going on. I doxed at Pink Sale because we're having the pre-sale at Pink Sale, and we did the KYC verification. So they have all my info. Everything's legit. I'm super doxed. You know, Benson, that I always dox on my main chat. So yeah, I think one important aspect of every project that's successful is that you need to be 1,000% transparent, man. And you cannot say enough, like you cannot do enough to dox yourself and to make people trust you. You need to keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, because it's a jungle over here, man. You know that it's a damn jungle.
is, definitely is. Gotcha, man. Yeah, I completely agree. You are extremely doxed, which is not even the main thing about your project. I mean, yeah, it is great that you're fully doxed, that you are extremely doxed, but the thing is, you're not only doxed but also transparent as a person. You are very, very transparent, and a very loyal person too, from what I've seen. You take care of your people, and your people will take care of you, I'm sure, Bash. So your community is going to be one of those communities that will appreciate you and will hold for you. So that's one thing to highlight about Panda Multiverse. With Bash's personality, he's building a very trustworthy community that literally works for him, and that's just beautiful. So, um, great. Other things that we can talk about now is the upcoming marketing. You mentioned names as Crypto Messiah and London Crypto, which I like quite a bit more than the previous one we mentioned. Um, what other plans do you have? Like, I think Twitter, a couple Twitter influencers are not enough. So, what are you thinking of doing in the next, let's say, 7 days?
So we are gonna have a Twitter campaign, but yeah, it's not enough. We're gonna pay for PooCoin ads. Um, we're gonna make like we have the thing with the marketing, man, is that the NFTs are giving us enough money to do basically whatever we want, right? Like if
Mm,
we sell, I know that we will sell them out like this second batch. That's gonna give us $60,000, man, and those $60,000 are gonna go for marketing to the token. And I don't want to seem like I'm flexing that, but I am. Like, we have enough money to make a really good marketing. Um, and yeah, as like we have planned like a lot of things, man. We have PoolCoin ads. Um, we're trying to find a way to do the DEX tool trend, but the algorithm changed, so it's different now. Um, there are a lot more things that I cannot talk about because obvious reasons, but we have enough money to get this to the moon. And I'm thankful for the first NFT buyers, man, because they made this possible. They made this fucking possible, and that's amazing, man. Like you told, we had built a community that's super strong, and that's pretty hard to do, man. That's pretty hard to do. We have achieved a lot. Like not me myself, like the community, the Panda Multiverse. It was my project, but it's not mine anymore, man. It's from our community, and that's so dope. Um, so one of the things that I like of this community as well is that they are always giving us more ideas, more ways to improve our marketing, and we do listen, man. So we can do whatever we want. We can do whatever we want to for marketing, man. And I will totally talk with you later to see what we can do together, man. Like that's
sure.
gonna
Sure.
happen.
I think you guys are in the right path, Bash. That's why I don't like to interfere too much, because I don't want to be too mandatory either. Everyone has to do their own diligence and their own experiences. And so, yeah, as I said, I can definitely give you a hand. I'm super down for it, and I can give you advice too. Okay, and I can say, well, I tried that influencer, and it's not what you think. We can do that, as we always do, Bash. No, not a big deal. I like to help people that show honesty, transparency, and altruism in general to others. So that's why I'm super down to help you anytime. Project is looking amazing, guys. Panda Multiverse, their second batch of pandas is going to be released. When, Bash? Is it tomorrow?
Oh, it's today, man. It's 1 hour
Oh,
CMA. It's done.
got it.
So about like 12 p.m. UTC, I think.
Great. 12 p.m. UTC, guys. 1 hour after the CMA's ended, the second batch of pandas is going to be released. I don't think you're gonna have enough time to grab one of them. I want you, Bash, to remind them the prices that the first batch of pandas is selling for right now, from the legendary to the basic ones.
Yeah, man. So the legendary, they made like a 20x, man, from the first price. So the floor price for like the minting price was 0.35, and now it's about like 50 BNBs, man, for a legendary one. Because there were only few amount of NFTs on the first batch of legendaries. The second batch is gonna be a little bit more expensive because we wanna keep rising the floor price.
Correct.
So each pound that's going to be half a bean. That's going to be zero point 0.5 BNBs per minting. And yes, that sounds expensive, man. But if you consider that the first batch went to the moon, like it went over 1 BNB, over 2 BNBs for the regular ones, it's gonna be better this one.
Exactly.
And as
Exactly.
well, it's you're not just buying the NFT, you're buying the reflections of a token, man. So it has a utility. It's not just one picture, man.
Exactly.
Remember, I said only the holders of the NFTs are gonna get the reflections of our tokens once we launch, and it's such a low supply, so the reflections are gonna be insane. I can tell you this.
Exactly.
Tokens get to the moon, and the reflections for the holders are gonna be amazing.
Exactly.
That's
Let me do a little summary for everyone, because I think everyone needs to understand what Panda Multiverse is really doing here. Super low supply of NFTs, super exclusive NFTs with different levels, from the basic to the legendary, which are the strangest ones and the more expensive ones right now. Uh, they all sold for zero point 0.3 BNB in the first batch of 250 NFTs. Some of them are now worth 50 BNB. So crazy, it is just crazy how these things increase in value. Another thing is, you are going to earn reflections from holding NFTs. Who earns reflections from the token? Only the ones that have an NFT with them. So, what does this mean? This means that the whole reflection system of the token goes to only those 500 people or 750 people that will hold the NFTs. So, you have a huge amount of rewards in a pool going to a very small amount of people, which means that those people will have huge rewards. It's just simple math. So, crazy.
one
I
thing.
mean,
One
yeah,
thing I want to say, it's that the reflections, like the more NFTs you hold, the more reflections you're gonna get. So it's not just like if you own 10 NFTs, you're not gonna receive the same rewards as one person that owns only one. We have holders, like we have a few whales on our project, and they own about like, I think one bought like 10 NFTs, and another one like 15. So the more NFTs you can buy, the more reflections you're gonna get.
exactly.
Uh, that's a cool aspect of our project as well. We do have an anti-bot for our NFTs, so you cannot like snipe them. Um, we have an anti-whale for our token as well. Um, we have several things that will uh, not let the project dump.
Great.
We've been really careful with everything of that. But yeah, the more NFTs you hold, the more reflections you're gonna get.
That sounds so good. I feel like, again, guys, it's a zero point 0.5 BNB per new NFT now, which means that 10 NFTs cost you 5 BNB. Um, Gifted, like those NFTs are gonna cost. What's gonna be the value? Probably like 2 3 BNB for the basic ones. At least, I'm saying at least, probably a lot more. We're talking about, times 3, times 4, times 5 year value only with the basic NFTs. You get a legendary one, you're literally times 50 your value. Is crazy. Is crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
man, it is.
So yeah, I just wanted to point that out, guys. Great project ahead. I'm loving Panda Multiverse. It's time for questions, guys. I think there might be a lot of questions for Bash tonight. If you have any questions, please raise your hands. Super JP has the first question. Hello, brother. So happy to see you, Super JP.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. So you people have doing a great work here. So I so much appreciate everything. So my question is, security is the most important thing to consider when starting a project. So how secure is this project for users and investors? And what makes this project to start, to stand out from other similar projects at the moment?
Well, we have, I mean, we're gonna audit the contract of the token, man, and we already said, we are super doxed. We made the KYC verification on Pink Sale, so I think the product is pretty safe. And with the money that we're gonna invest on marketing, uh, it's gonna be pretty solid. Like, we're gonna have a nice floor on the token, as well as the with the NFTs. So I think it's really safe for investors, man. Um, it's not a pump and dump project, I can tell you that, because we have a long-term roadmap. We have the video game, we have the migration app, we have migration app, not just to Solana, but through Cardano, to a lot of chains. So that's gonna give the project durability, man. It's gonna be a long-term project. It's not a pump and dump. And that's, I mean, me as an investor as well, I'm looking for projects that they're not pump and dumps, right? I like projects that have like utility and that have like long-term vision, and that's one of the most secure things that you can offer with a project, man. To have utility, and to have a secure roadmap. And you asked a second thing, but I cannot remember the second thing you asked.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. I said, what makes the project stand out from other similar projects at the moment?
Oh, all right. Yeah. I think I've never seen a migration NFT project, man. Like, had you guys seen that? Because I think this is the first time, and it would be dope to trending.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, to be honest. Never seen it. So definitely very unique form of cross chaining and stuff. So wonderful. Thank you for your questions, Super JP. As always, cheers, brother. We got Humpsy. Humpsy, what's up? Oh, wait.
Hey guys,
Hey,
first
Humpsy.
of all, I'd like to thank you as always. Uh, so I really like the project; it's very interesting. So my question is, if you have plans that to make to long terms investors like NFT games or a swap, or there will be just
We
Yeah.
lost you.
So
money.
um, we have a game under development. The game, it's gonna be earn to play. So each level you go through, you're gonna earn one part of an NFT, and at the end you're gonna receive a legendary NFT. You're gonna have a certain amount of token. You will need to hold certain amount of tokens to be able to play the game. It's not just a token. It's not just NFTs. It's a whole ecosystem that we're planning to do. I don't think we will do a swap, but we will have the migration app, which you're gonna be able to migrate your NFTs from chain. It's a multi-chain project, as we had mentioned. So yeah, like I said, our roadmap, it's pretty. It's a long-term roadmap, and that doesn't mean that it's gonna take us years to develop. That means that it's gonna last long. Like the project is gonna have a long-term life. It doesn't mean that we're gonna take like a year to develop the game. that's not the plan. But the project is gonna last like a long time. That's what I try to say.
Thank you, Bash. Thank you, Benson, as always.
Thank you so much, bro. The next one, please. I think Adina Wisha wanted to ask a question. Adina, do you have a question? Guess no. Guys, please, if you have a question, raise your hand again so I can see that you have a question there.
I
Okay,
think
Adina does. Adina does have a question. I just couldn't hear you, Adina. Hello.
Hello. Um, I don't want to ask something for you guys. I just want to say have a great day and I hope your project is good and to the moon.
thank
Thanks.
you. I really appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Adina. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Moving on to the next question, guys. Please raise your hand if you have a question about Panda Multiverse. Please do click on the hand button as always. I think Frederick clicked on it earlier on, but then he just turned it off. Hey, Frederick. And then Randy too. Frederick? Let's go for Randy in the meantime. Randy.
Yeah, good
Hello,
evening.
hello.
Okay,
Hey,
let's
mate.
go for Randy first, Frederick. Yes, so Randy, hello.
My question is, how do you attract new users who know absolutely nothing about your project? Is there an easy to understand and simple way for new users to understand the detail of your project? And what is your strategy to achieve mass adoption? Thanks, sir.
Okay, so I think you asked like how we're gonna attract more investors, and well, as we said, we have a marketing wallet, a big marketing wallet. So marketing is like the 70% of the project, man. If you don't have good marketing, your project is not gonna move. Um, and we are always innovating, man. And I think innovation is one aspect that brings a lot of new members into a project. We're going to develop a game, we're going to develop the migration app, and we are not going to stop there. We're always thinking about new ways to give utility for the token, utility for the NFTs, and utility for the project in general, man. So yeah, that's our way to attract new investors. Just keep innovating.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Randy. Lovely answer, Bash. Yes, that's it. Innovation is key. We've talked about a lot of times. We are going to give room to one more question. Then Bash is going to go. He's so busy today. He needs to sort out all of the second batch of NFTs that I'm sure are going to sell out very quickly. I'm hoping to get one in my wallet.
Oh, you will. Just send me your wallet and I'll send it already.
I'd love to have one. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I'll pay for it. No worries. Let,
You, man,
let,
don't worry.
let's get into
We're friends. We're buddies.
let's get into the last question, guys. Who wants to ask the last question? You have a chance to ask one last question. Wilson Oja, Wilson Oha. Oops. Let me see. Let me see. Hello there, Will.
Yeah, good evening. Okay,
Good evening, mate.
okay, I can actually commend Bash. This is actually a nice project, and I'm a big fan of Panda. Okay, my first question actually goes in the beginning, you talked about the property of you doing this Panda. Basically, for an NFT to have a proper value, it has to come from something it represents, more of like it's in which it generates something that it exists in digital world, something like that. But basically, you talked about your friends and your childhood, how you get to love Panda. So please, can you give me a precise explanation about that?
Like exact estimation about what? I'm sorry.
About the value of your panda, like what it represents.
My percent on what? Are you understanding the question, Benson? If you can help me to
I
understand.
think, I think he's saying like what do the pandas represent or something like that. You mean in general, Will? Like what?
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, like what do they represent to you? What do the panda represent to you? And also, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, man, I mean, like I told you guys, I love Asian culture. If you see, like I told you, like I have a koi fish, and I have like, I've always been a huge fan of Asian culture. I've never been to Asia. I hope I can go there soon. But I think the whole project represents. Um, it's about loyalty. It's about doing things the right way. It's about being fun as a panda. It's about being a little bit silly as well. And I mean, if you see our art, we have some crazy things going on. But yeah, we made this project so we could give something to the community, something they could ape into it and be safe and have fun and make sure that we are not gonna rock them or we're gonna take advantage of them. We are a team that's not greedy at all, man. That's why we are not afraid of spending on marketing and spending on things to make this moon. Um,
Because,
so the project represents that, just like loyalty and and fun, man.
okay, okay, that's good, that's good. My final question. Now I'm a holder of a mutant panda. Then about this your own particular panda, please, what's the uniqueness? Like how we can distinguish this from other existing NFTs panda to be specific.
I mean, we had built a personality for each NFTs for each NFT that we have on the Panda collection. If you go to the main chat and scroll a little bit up, you'll see the sneak peeks that I threw for the second batch that we're launching.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
they have their own personality, man. We do it. We do them by hand. Like I have the art team. They do it by hand, and then we make like a random generation that
Okay.
combines all the assets, but we do it by hand. It's not like computer generated. Um, and yeah, we put a lot of heart into it. My team of art, they put a lot of heart into it, and I think each panda has their own personality. Um, that's like on the romantic side of the project, right? And if you go to the technical aspect of why our project is different from others, it's because we're given the reflections and we're doing the migration app between chains. So yeah, the we have a different project, man, and we had put a lot of thought into it. So it's not just like a 1 day project that like, we've been working on this for about 4 months. So yeah.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Like I really commend you your work actually. Why do you pick Solana instead of other blockchain, if I may ask?
Yeah, so Solana has a really, really good hype on NFTs right now. Like almost every project that launches, it skyrockets. So I think
Yeah,
we could all make money out of Solana right now with our NFTs. Um, and the main reason why I decided to launch the first batch on BSC was because I want to help people understand what NFTs are about and the potential that they have. Because I could just like launch all my project at Solana and just wash my hands and say, well, I made my money, right? But I'm not about that. I want to help people realize sorry, to help people realize what NFTs can be worth and how they can make actual money from NFTs, man. So that's why we launched the first batch at BSC.
that's very interesting. Thank you. I hope you moon.
Appreciate it.
Wonderful. Okay, well, that was a great question. Ash, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something that I always do with really good project like yours. I'm gonna encourage all of you guys to join them. Join Panda Multiverse. Join their Telegram group. They give you updates there on a daily. They show you the graphics. They just really show you a lot. So that's literally one thing that I want you guys to make sure to do. Go check them out. Make sure you are taking a look at how Panda Multiverse is developing. Huge growth. I have no doubts, Bash. You know, you guys have a great future ahead in DeFi, cross chain, both BSC, Solana, and who knows? Maybe in the future you might as well open yourselves up to other chains too. What can I say? Just congratulations for what you're building, mate. This is just great. It's amazing. So I wanted to say, do you have anything else to say to the investors? Is there anything else you wanted to add to this?
Sorry, I was muted. Well, I want to say thank you, man, for having me here with your amazing community, and I want to give everyone that's listening a gift. Um, Everyone that hops into the main chat of the Panda Multiverse, they're gonna get a whitelist for our pre-sale of the token. So yeah, everyone that joins like right now to the main chat, we're gonna give them a direct whitelist. And Benson, man, thank you for having me here. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate your community, man. And I hope we can do more AMAs like this one, man, in the future.
We'll definitely do. We like to host people that have successful projects and people that follow up with their projects. So we'll be more than happy to welcome you very soon, Bash. I'm sure about that. As well as, guys, you heard it from himself. Bash just said anyone who joins the Telegram group now will get a whitelist spot. And that's just beautiful. So, guys, you are lucky. You're lucky to be here. Go and join their Telegram group. Get that whitelist spot of yours, and that's it. That's just it.
Man. Just put like Benson sent me or Trav sent me, and I'll just give you the whitelist spot. I'll put a form on my main chat, so you can just click it, put your wallet in, and you're good to go for the pre-sale, man.
That was so lovely from you. A great gift for our investors. Guys, go ahead. That whitelist spot is just a gift for you. Trust me in that one. You'll be crying once you see this in the mood and you said, "Oh, I didn't join, and I could have gotten the whitelist and I didn't get it." That's just my.
I didn't listen. I didn't listen to Benson. Hey,
Yeah.
Benson, send me your wallet, and I'll send you a good one.
That's lovely. I'll definitely give you my wallet. I can't wait. I can't wait to have one of those. Bash, thank you so much for being so great. Thank you for what you're doing once again. Keep going. Panda Multiverse is amazing. So thank you so much once again.
Thank you, man. I'll see you on the main chat.
Yeah,
Bye-bye,
yeah.
guys.
You too. Have a very good one, Bash. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Thank you
Bye-bye.
very much.